Okay, this is going to be a continuation of our Practical Life series. We talked about twisting and the fine motor skills, and even if you can't get a group of things together to do that, if you even have one thing of each series, it will really help and it will use different parts of the hand. So likewise, when we did the twisting, this is called a transfer lesson or spooning. It has different names. If you have a tablespoon, which I know everyone does at home, any object that they can transfer from one place to another is considered transfer. So I have just these little balls. Sometimes we have the ice cube things that you freeze.
Bouncy balls.
Little bouncy balls, anything you can put in here. You can put in marbles as long as they're not putting it in their mouth. And this is a tray that they just transfer. Again, when I'm teaching the child, I only do one lesson at a time, but since I'm doing this as more as an instructional video of just thinking of ideas for your child at home. And again, we always have beginning, middle, and end, so whatever you show them, you return the work in its original position, so it has another starting point for them to continue as well. You can also take, for instance, a tablespoon, a teaspoon, something smaller. I have a bigger spoon here, and then this is something, a coffee stirrer. I'm sure people have at home, and we often do things left and right because that's in the direction that we read. So everything that I do on the shelf, for instance, here is spooning, where they spoon going one direction, left to right, and then they can turn it around and do it left to the right back, or just go backwards and put it back. So again, if you have rice at home, these are little lentils. All of those different things will provide some relief and time for you at home, where if you have a few things set up, they can work on it while you're working on other things. Another part of this series is any type of threading. I have different examples here. A shoestring you can have. If you have something, some of you don't have this material at home, but this threading things is a wonderful fine motor skill, and this comes later because you definitely have to use your pincher grip for this. So I just have different types of beads that the kids will thread, and that's another option.
Show them the beads.
And here, these are just little different types of baseball, basketball that they're threading. Then I have African beads, so if anyone has any beading projects at home that you do, you can certainly create some type of lesson with that.